This is Tyler from Tyler's Comics, and haven't done any live streaming for a little while. I've been pretty wrapped up in Kickstarter fulfillment and just family stuff, coming up on the holidays and unfortunately work stuff. But for the Kickstarter fulfillment, things are going well. The book is with the printer, and I'm hoping to have a physical proof in about 2 weeks. So, and then he, I spoke with my printer today. Actually, he said from when I give the thumbs up on the physical proof, that should be about 2 weeks after that I'll get my books. So I'm looking at having the books to send out to all y'all who backed in about a month. Um, I have the glow in the dark stickers. I'm almost done making glow in the dark bookmarks. So, I had the mini prints done locally this week. So, and I have all my shipping supplies. So things are coming right along. Um, let's see. I'm gonna do. So this is the cover. This is the standard cover for issue 2 of an anthological archive of great ghastly horror. Excuse me. So, um, the comic at large is well underway, and sorry about that. I had decided to go ahead and get the cover done because I have a pre-launch page up for it already, and I thought I'd like to have the cover available for people to see on that. So as soon as I get this done, I'll edit that a little bit and fit it in. So, and then I have actually I was meaning to just put down a clear wash to give the yellow color for this lantern, so I'm going to move around in right now. So I need to lay some water down pretty quick before this dries and gets all weird. Black that out together. Um, yeah, so that's what I've got going on. I'm also working on the first issue of my dinosaur comic, and I'm having an absolute blast with that. And my brother and I have been conspiring together on some projects we want to do, but I'm not ready to talk about that just yet. So more to come on that. Add out. That's nice. Add some of those not later. Pretty dark here. Just let that bleed on into the yellows. This floor. Everything. We're going to switch to a hockey brush, which I probably should have done to begin with. But as I have stated several times, I am pretty new to watercolor. So they don't mess this up. Okay, that gives me some to work with. Some more book here. There we go. Sorry, got the thing there a little bit. Read. Slide. Here, yes, I am. Oh, let's see. We have AM Panita. Hey, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. To be honest, I wasn't really sure if anybody would be watching live streams this close to Christmas, and I'm still a little bit unclear on what days are kind of best for that. But I was looking at some stats on my Substack live streams for the rest of the year, and it did mention that my audience is mostly active on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and that kind of surprised me because kind of the general wisdom is that I've heard people say that the weekend is where the internet goes to die. Experiment a bit here. Not that heavier than I intended to. So I'm going to see for those of you who have read my comic, you know that really enjoy kind of a classic gothic feel, like the old Hammer and Amicus. Hello, you're good. Thank you. Um, I really like the aesthetic of the old '70s horror movies, and so I'm kind of going for like the foggy graveyard type of feel here. Add on the seat. Now the yellow was like super pigmented, so I have to remember to really tone that down before I put it on here. I need to bring some of the yellow from the lantern light over onto this side. So, what's that?
You fill the two floaters, you need to cut my way through.
Sure.
You gotta do that back.
Do you know what time that is, Jeff?
I just between 3 and 7 on the paper.
Okay.
I'd say between six, probably 6:30.
Okay. Will do. Yep. I am. Okay. Better. So I'm going to, let's see. Okay. I think I will go ahead and let this dry for a minute, and I have another painting I'm gonna work on. Um, this is not, excuse me, this is not for my comic specifically. I had started this actually probably a couple months ago by now, just when I was starting to dive more into watercolor, and I'm hoping this is Zuniceratops from New Mexico, and I'm hoping to have him featured in the second issue of my dinosaur comic. And so I was just doing kind of preliminary studies, I guess, and I think I got too much of the shadowy blue over here on his muzzle, and I just and I'm not sure. I might have gotten this too saturated on his fill here. So I'm not sure if I'm happy with this yet, but I also know that a lot of the time I'm really unhappy with a piece until it gets about 80% done, and then I go, oh, okay. So I'm just gonna kind of fiddle with this here for a minute while the cover for issue one or issue two there dries. Okay, so I think this fellow is maybe a shadow under. And I'm hoping that'll kind of balance out what I did up top there. Uh,
Close up shot right there. Already that. That's
okay. You set this aside for a minute. Uh, Oops. See, that is still really wet, and you can tell because I lost the finger puffed in the watercolor. Well, that's a good time to do a texture experiment with dabbing really wet watercolor with paper towel. So, okay. I think this is probably still too wet for me to do a lot more with. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap up for now, and I will come back to this tomorrow and probably Sunday. So, excuse me. Uh, Anne, thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed that. And for anybody who catches this on a replay, thanks for tuning in, and I will see y'all later.